What if you could travel back in time? What if you could change the past? And what if, in doing so, you accidentally erased your existence? Welcome to the mind-bending world of time travel paradox. Today, we're diving into one of the most famous and perplexing thought experiments in theoretical physics and philosophy, the grandfather paradox. The grandfather paradox asks a simple yet profound question. What happens if a time traveler goes back in time and prevents their grandfather from meeting their grandmother? Without that meeting, the time traveler would never be born. But if the time traveler is never born, how did they go back in time to prevent it in the first place? This is where the paradox arises. It creates a logical inconsistency, a loop where cause and effect break down. You've erased the very cause of your own existence, making your action of going back in time impossible. The paradox was popularized in the 20th century, particularly in discussions about the implications of Einstein's theory of relativity and time travel. Though time travel to the past is purely theoretical at this point, the paradox has been a fascinating tool for exploring how the principle of cause and effect functions in our universe. Thinkers like Einstein, H.G. Wells, and even modern physicists have grappled with the implications of such paradoxes, often leading to more questions than answers. Now, let's get a bit technical. The grandfather paradox challenges the very foundations of classical physics. In a deterministic universe, like the one Isaac Newton imagined, the paradox creates an impossibility. But quantum mechanics and modern cosmology suggest alternative ways to resolve the paradox. One potential solution is the idea of parallel universes, or the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. If you go back and stop your grandfather, you create an alternate timeline. In this new timeline, you were never born, but the original timeline where you did exist remains untouched. Essentially, you've split reality into two. Another possibility comes from the concept of a self-consistent timeline. This means that whatever you do in the past was always a part of history. If you go back in time and try to stop your grandfather, you might fail due to unforeseen circumstances, or your actions might inadvertently lead to your grandparents' meeting. The timeline stays intact, no matter what. Beyond the science, the grandfather paradox raises deep philosophical questions. It challenges our understanding of free will, and even if the nature of reality itself, if the past can be changed, does that mean the future is fixed too? Are we just characters in a pre-written history? And what about morality? If time travel were possible, should we change the past even if we could? The consequences might be far greater than we can imagine. These stories may not solve the paradox, but they make us think and sometimes laugh about the possibilities and perils of time travel. So what do you think? Is the grandfather paradox an unsolvable riddle? Or could the answers lie in the uncharted territories of science and philosophy? Whether you believe in branching timelines, self-consistent loops, or something else entirely, one thing's for sure. Time travel, if ever possible, won't be as simple as hopping in a time machine. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time and logic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. If you had a time machine, where would you go? And what would you do? Until next time, stay curious, and remember time is relative.